The Bishop Theologian of the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion, the Right Reverend Professor Dapo Asaju, has raised an alarm against the declining of the global church and especially the Anglican Communion worldwide, as the church keeps falling to secularism, paganism, communism, and lots of other cultures, stifling the life of the church and Christianity. While speaking to the media while at the GAFCON, Professor Asaju said the church needs revival through the gospel.
Revival comes when we have gone down and we have lapsed in our faith. There is a great decline of the church in many parts of the world. We are falling to new pagan culture, we are falling to secular culture, communist influences here and there. So we need to revive the church. In other words, focus again on the gospel, focus again on mission, and focus on biblical ethics that will respect the authority of the scripture. The Reformed is to say that at this point in GAFCON, we are at the same point where Martin Luther was when he initiated the Reformation against the excesses of Roman Catholicism. Anglican Church is virtually collapsing, and we are becoming an embarrassment to the whole world. So there must be a reformation in our theology, reformation in our sense of mission, reformation in our discipline. And when a part of us, especially the leadership, begin to compromise, then we must be able to take up the clarion call and depart from those who are not walking along the same way with us. We must be courageous. It is a reformation. The reformation of Martin Luther was a very, very grandiose one. It was very fundamental, and the implications are still here globally today. The aspect of reorder simply means we have to reset the Anglican Communion. That was the argument of the Global South, and I've been covering the Global South, participating also the activities since 2010. And so we must come together, everyone that is faithful all over the world, the remnants, I call them.
Professor Asaju reiterated that church needs to reorder itself in order to save face and rescue self from further being plunged into destruction.
We must get to a point where courageously we begin to question the colonial structures that empowers the state of England to choose for us the spiritual leader and the Bishop of Canterbury. And when he, as an instrument of unity, begins to compromise, then we have to research the communion in a manner that we are the communion. Nobody is leaving the Anglican Church. We are the faithful members of the Anglican Church. We want to get to a point where we rescue our theology, rescue our sense of mission, rescue our prophetic voice, and also get to a situation where those who have departed from the faith, we allow them to go. And then we just now get a situation where we can have a vibrant Anglican church determined by the consensus of the other primaries. So we are looking forward to the future, to a resetting in such a way that we continue to operate with those who are faithful and also ensure that Archbishop of Canterbury will no longer be the determining factor of who is an Anglican.